Greetings from Southern Yankee. Ooh, greetings. Apparently puberty's hitting me again in my 40s. Anyhow, greetings from Southern Yankee Homestead. If this is your first time, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Well, we got a new animal showing up on the farm, and well, a little behind on a couple things. Big things there is we really need a better fence. More appropriately, we need a double fence. I'm not going to tell you what the animals are yet, but we're going to run an electric and a cattle kennel fence just because I don't entirely trust the electric. We've had bad luck in the past. Might be okay. We're just taking extra precaution. Anyhow, before y'all got here, I was, well, playing with the tractor. I got the post hole digger out. Was it county line? Yeah, county line. I put a 12-inch auger bit on it, 6 and a 4-inch, I think, also, maybe an 8 and a 6. I don't know. I got 2 other augers. I put the big one on because, well, we're going to set a telephone pole. And it's been dry around here. That is evident by the fact that the ground took me forever, and it's got the consistency of baby powder. It's very, very fluffy and very, very light. But I was finally able to get a hole dug. Don't pay attention to the pry bars or shovels or anything else around here, because I didn't film it because I didn't do it exactly safely. I don't want anyone to do what I just did. Adding leverage while I'm not on the tractor while it's spinning. That's, yeah. Hun's not even here. She'll chastise me when she sees the video. Love you, dear. Anyhow, we're gonna go ahead and set this, what? Ooh. I'm going to say we're every bit of 12 feet on this pole. So, and I got it chokered. It's almost balanced right there, which is fine. I don't actually want it balanced, but I want to be able to get it up high enough to actually put it in the hole. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset the chain and set y'all up, and you can watch and see if I do this correctly. Could be interesting. That went better than I thought it would. It's still a little bit of a challenge though. Now we gotta try to straighten it up a little and get some of the dirt in the hole so that it's supported. And if you're wondering, where are you putting a random telephone pole here? Well, eventually this is gonna be a field here. We're gonna have this all fenced in nicely. That's how hard our dirt is. Now, if you're new to the channel, you might be wondering, why'd you just plant a telephone pole? And if you're not new to the channel, you might be wondering, well, why did you just plant a telephone pole? Well, if you look right about there, up that tree where that dark spot is, right in there, that's our fence electrical that feeds our beehive. So the plan is to pull a line off that one and string it across to the telephone pole. Then we'll have electric behind here where we're going to be putting the new animals. Before I go any further though, I gotta find my wire and some insulators. Alright, behind the scenes I got my favorite lineman's pliers. Got some of our spool of electric fence wire, excuse me. And FYI, this wiring works really good for fishing wires through frames and small areas in vehicles. Use it quite a bit. I also got a couple insulators, just the standard round insulators, and a couple structural screws. I'm using structural screws because there's going to be a side load on this. I want to tension this some, and I don't want the screws to bust loose. These shouldn't bust loose. Oh, and a screwdriver and a ladder. I think I didn't forget any other tools, and if I did, I'll put another hand in there. I think it's time for me to go on the ladder. Now, I didn't bring my hat mount out. What I'm doing is I'm going to wrap it 2 or 3 times around there and then tighten it down as much as possible, and then probably loop it back around on itself. So I'm going to take the pigtail, wrap it around the line, feed it back through, and then pull that pigtail and cut it off so that it basically has a knot there that if I pull on it, it's just going to pull tight. Yeah, if that didn't make sense, don't worry. I think I confused myself. So I went 1, 2, 3, and then I brought the pigtail across and went 1, 2, 3. So that's not going to slide or go anywhere. It'd be good. Now for this part, I'm just setting an arbitrary area where the line will be plenty high enough to clear the tractor, but I don't have to go all the way to the top, I don't think. Do you? We're just going to come straight down from there. We're going to go, let's say, right about here. You can't see a thing. Right about there. We're going to take our line, triple wrap it. Make sure it's not touching the post anywhere, which it's not. We're going to leave it a little long, very long. And flip. Now for reference, I left this very long because I don't exactly know how I'm going to hitch the other fence to this. I may wrap this wire around the fence, I may put a clamp on it, I don't know. We'll figure that out when we get there. Well, it's the next day. I'm stepping away from the Daihatsu because, well, it's loud and you won't be able to hear me. But it's not too loud. So this setup we found works really good for, well, being blocked by a tree. This setup we found is really good for our posts and putting those in. you saw in the back, we have the generator hitched up to the air compressor because we have a man saver. If you've never seen those, well, you're about to. It has been a very useful tool on the Homestead. In fact, if we didn't have it, we probably wouldn't be pounding T-posts in as much if we're using a manual T-post pounder. So this thing has been a saving grace. It allows us to move the fences around fairly easily. Not completely easily, but fairly. Now, the reason I got that out is because yesterday, after I stopped filming, I went ahead and dragged over some cattle panels. So we're going to be using the cattle panels to build a outer perimeter and then do an electric for an inner perimeter. And we're going to be going 3 cattle panels long, 2 cattle panels over. So approximately 48 by 32, because they're 16-foot panels. Is it big enough for the animals we have? Well, it might be a little small in some cases, but we're trying to concentrate stuff right now. So in the future, we might be able to get a little bit larger area or smaller, depending on how they disturb what we're doing. Hey, that was quick. Air compressor's full. But for the meantime, I need to go ahead and grab a couple other items, and while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and get you all set up so that you can actually see what I'm doing this time. Well, I guess before we start doing anything, got to see if the panel's going to line up. Yeah, that ain't going to work. Let's not touch the electric panel to our electric wire. Alright, we have to move that out. And for securing this fence for now, we're going to use something simple. Fencing staples. I'm not going to drive them in all the way. Like I said, we're not going to drive them in all the way. We're just going to drive them in there enough to support it for now. And then I think we need to get out T-post driver and, well, fire up our generator. I was talking with Hun, so I had to turn it off. And if you've never seen one of these before, see where I'm at here. This has got mice storing stuff in it. Anyhow, this is a man saver. This is a pneumatically operated T-post driver. This is a pneumatically operated T-post driver. Works very well. Operates on 70 psi. I think last time I was running it at 120 and was having issues. So I backed the pressure down. We're going to give it a couple fires and then recheck. I am going to be putting hearing protection on and switching over to time lapse because, well, it pounds along pretty good, goes pretty quickly, but it's still pretty boring. Now, just for a little bit more audio before we switch over to time lapse, don't let the amount of pounding fool you. This thing is actually hitting pretty hard. What I just did there took 12.5 minutes. That's including me talking before this. So in less than 10 minutes, I was able to pound 2 T-posts into ground that has the consistency of concrete. This ground is hard. Granted, it's a soft concrete, but it's still concrete. This thing works exceptionally well. You just don't realize it pounding these posts like this because the ground is so hard. There's no rocks either, thankfully. I look forward to the day I get to try this on rocks. I'm sure that's going to be another interesting aspect. We got these T-post screw-on insulators. We're going to see if we can screw them onto a non-T-post. Need 2. So if these screw on, that'd be great. Before we even pound this on here, let's see. Oh, it will. Sweet. Just have to put it in backwards. So if I'd known that wasn't going to work, well, I would have left the T-post driver out. So I got to drive 4 more T-posts in. Yay! And where I've already driven everything in, or most everything in, I'm going to do this the old-fashioned way, manually with a hammer. Yes, I do have a T-post driver. No, I'm not going to use it right now. I want to get this done. We have a bunch of this rope here. And if you look closely, you can see it in between the black. There's actually a metal strand in there. This is a poly-braided conductive rope. We got this when we first got goats and, well, put an electric fence up around the, well, this area here to keep the predators out, not knowing that it wouldn't keep the goats in. So it's been sitting in the barn for the last 3 years because we can't really use it. So we'll see if our new animals like it or not, since we got miles of it. Well, I think we're ready for the animals. Anyhow, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you might know what this is, in which case, don't comment. But if you're new to this and are curious, you'll have to stick around. But also, leave a comment right now. Let me know what you think the animal will be. No, this ain't the end of the video. We're going to show you what the animals are, but right now, yeah, we're waiting for them to get here. So, given the area we have and the setup, what is your best guess for what we're getting for animals on the homestead? Leave a comment down below. Oh, if you do guess the animal right, what do you think the breed is?
Yeah, we've got those are our guinea hens, but we'll come back and do a tour. We're trying to get the pigs over so they can get out of that little thing they're in. Honey, I don't see anything.
What do you mean?
Where's the line?
I ran our regular electric.
Where?
In the back corner.
Oh, and you give them cattle panel.
I gave them cattle panel because we don't know electric necessarily, because we've never dealt with this.
Oh. Give them a small piece so they can concentrate and see how much they do. Fair enough. Hi. Hi, guys. Ooh. Honey, come on. You're not going to back them up? Oh, no, you got to get the tractor.
Yeah. Thought you wanted to see my handiwork first.
I do. Ooh. You've been busy while we were gone. Did you have to buy more cattle panel?
No,
or use
I had to pull what we had.
So the white line is hot.
The white line is very hot. Make sure that one doesn't touch it.
Is it on or off now?
It is on.
It is on? All right.
It's about 14 kilovolts.
Why didn't you turn it off since we were coming in here now?
Because we're putting the pigs in here now.
I thought we were to put the pigs in, then turn it on.
No, we're going to have it on when we put the pigs in. That way if they get out and they try to get frisky.
Oh, this is the water? So I'm guessing how they operate. Oh, I've never seen the metal ones before.
Yeah. Sorry,
they'll just come and tap it. Oh, they're gonna like that.
And then we just, right here, you can reach over, put the hose in, and fill it back up without having to actually come in and move the bucket.
Area only on a hot day.
Hot days, yeah.
We'll bring in a
so we got this low area here. They'll probably turn up. I haven't put any hay in there yet.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, he built this out of we had an old truck that we sold, and the guy didn't want the top of it to cover the bed, so we took the top and then he built that for them. Yeah, I didn't want the top. He said okay, because you see how that's sitting there, this would have been on top of that and covered the bed of it. Yeah. All right, let's go get the piggies, baby.
Yep. Come in. Grab the tractor.
So we don't freeze. Huh? You can go in from here, or you can go down from the other part. We'll take a walk. You know, we should have to put bug spray on. That's why I wanted him to go in the garage for. Eve, come. Things biting you yet? I think you're hooked on that side.
No, I want you to pull back on this.
I think he needs a bigger tractor. I think he needs a bigger tractor. His little Kubota can no longer. His little Kubota is.
Back ready?
Come out of the way. The top is behind you. Come. I'll pull this fence in, babes.
Yeah.
I'll be right here holding it.
All right.
Oh, you got a little space left. Oh, you can stand there, Jamal. Hi, Piggy. Hi.
touch the electric.
That would have been bad for you.
Oh, it would have let me know.
Alright, I can push them out from this side.
You don't need to push them.
Oh, where's the food?
You want to stay here real quick? I'll go grab the bucket.
Yep. Oh, they're already going out on their own. They're like, oh, green grass. Huh? Oh, they're already coming out on their own. Whoa!
What is hot?
Honey, they're already eating the grass. I think they're our new version of goats. Nice.
Now they both look active.
Yeah, now they look active. I'm glad I didn't go tell the guy anything. Worried him sick. That's good. She's watching them. Oh, welcome to your new home, guys.
So Hun got in around midnight last night, and well, did you leave in the comments down below what you think we got? So how many of you guessed the breed? Still want to guess the breed? No, you don't want to guess the breed. They are a Mangalitsa Tomsworth cross. So if you've ever seen a Mangalitsa, they look a lot like a sheep with a pig's head. They're a little freaky the first time you see them. And Tomsworth is more of the traditional looking pig. So if you look closely at these pigs, they actually got long fur or long hair. I guess that's hair because they're pigs. Kind of semi-straight, but we are going for the long term. We don't want, 6 months in a freezer full of pig. We want to go for, I don't know, year, 2. These are about 9 months old. They're 100, 150 pounds, which by most people's standards we could harvest, but we're not going to. Like I said, we're going to go for a year or 2, breed them, and then probably eat the offspring. We're in no rush on this, but we wanted bacon, and we wanted good bacon. We don't want it right now mentality. We want quality over quantity. It'll cost us a little more. We're not going to make any money at it, but we're going to have pig, and we're getting into it. So we're learning as we go. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And, well, if I don't see you on the next one, you'll see me on the next one. Bye.